that they put in fridge. Madam, you have to cook fresh soup for me every morning. You increase your expenditure. Because now you're making more money. Maybe before you used to jump bus to go to work. You now say, now I'm on 150 now, I'm on 200,000 now. I'm a bigger boy. I will do Uber to work. Nothing. There is no money compared to your own money. The best money to have is the one that is your own, that you have in your bank account and you can sleep with your 2 eyes closed, and not the one that somebody gave you. And the easiest way to get your own money is by saving. Learn to save. The problem that many of us have is that we lack the ability to save. We just can't. Once money enters, boom, savings vanishes and expenditure increases. Once you get more money, you change your children's school. You say, this school is no longer good enough for my children. You change the school and put them in another school, a more expensive school. Once money enters, you realize that this house that you're living in, I should not be living here. I need to live in a duplex. Then you move. That's foolish. Very foolish. Oh, don't mind me, I'm borrowing from Paul. Paul said to Galatians, who has bewitched you, oh foolish Galatians? So don't be foolish. Learn to save. Your savings can become your capital. You start as you're earning salary, save. As they dash you money, save. There is nothing like windfall. Some people just believe in windfall. Let me give you an example. Maybe you go to somebody's office to visit the person. And when you get there, the person has just won a big contract and the person is your friend. And he's celebrating. They just paid him for the contract he did. They just paid the person 10 million naira. And the person is so happy. And you come in at that time. And he says, my friend, oh, you're welcome. The steps of the righteous are ordered by God. And he's celebrating. And when you are going, he will just count 50,000 and give you. And say, just take this, my friend, because he's happy. You take that 50,000. You know that for some people, depending on their circumstance, don't get me wrong, there might be time when you already have problems waiting for the 50,000 and you use it to solve problems. That's fine. I'm not saying that is wrong. But I'm saying that for some people, you don't have any problem for that 50,000. But they dash you 50,000. As soon as you receive it, between that your friend's office and your house, you will spend the 50,000. You will enter boutique, buy clothes for you, buy to match for madam, buy for the children, and buy shoe for them. You enter market. You don't used to go to market before, but because you have 50,000, you will enter market. You will shop. And when you enter the market, because you're not used to the market as the man, the things they sell, 500 naira, they will sell it to you at 1,000, but you don't mind. You have 50,000. You say, madam, put two. You buy those things. You pack all the things, and when you get home, your wife is like, what happened? You say, and God did it. No, sir. God didn't do it. You just did it by your own self. What you ought to do with that 50,000 is that 50,000 that you see as a windfall, as what we call extraordinary income. That's what it is. It is not going to come again. Your friend will not celebrate again and give you 50,000 next week. No, it won't happen. It might be the only time that friend will give you 50,000 in your lifetime. So that money is a seed capital that God just opened the door for you to get seed. Hold your seed. Never eat your seed. Write it down. Don't eat your seed. Don't eat your seed. When you get seed, you're supposed to plant it. Do not eat your seed. Seed is meant to be planted. So, the first way to raise capital is from your savings. And your savings could be from your salary, from money that people gave you, from dash money, from anything and everything. Anywhere, no matter what, hold it tight. Hold it tight. I've seen myself in situations where I've met people that I've never met before. I just met somebody. And for no reason, nothing special that the person did, I just feel led to give the person money. Nothing special. And sometimes I put one in my pocket, maybe 5,000, maybe 2,000, maybe whatever, and you collect. That is God just helping you. He just opened the door. That money should go into your savings. Add it to your savings. Don't add it to your expenditure, because that money, if you didn't get it, you will not die. And guess what? You didn't plan for it. Every unplanned income should be saved. Every unplanned income. Save it and use it for your own good. Are you still here? If you're here, say amen. Number 2, we're talking about how to raise capital. So the first one I said savings. Number 2, from friends and family. From friends and family. Your network of family and friends matter. Your family and your friends matter. When you want to do business, one of the first places, apart from your savings, you can go to is your family and friends. I know somebody has already calculated in his mind. Say, which family? The ones that are collecting from me? Listen. Your family is by destiny. Your friends are by choice. Did you hear that? Your family. Nobody knew the family was going to be born to. If they asked me the family I wanted to be born to, I would have been born into the royal family in England. If they asked me to choose, I would have been Prince Sam. And I would have been chosen to be the heir to the throne. That once the queen dies, it will be me. So there wouldn't have been King Charles now. It would have been King Sam. But they didn't consult me. Nobody consulted me. I woke up one day. I looked up. And I saw myself as a Chidoka. I was not consulted. If I was consulted, I will not come to Nigeria. I'm telling you. If you were consulted, would you come? We were not consulted. It's by destiny. But your friends is your choice. You can choose who is your friend and who is not your friend. Listen. If you don't have family that can give you money to start business, don't quarrel. If you have family that can afford to give you money to do business, but they don't give you, still don't quarrel. But if you don't have friends that when you are in trouble and you need capital, and they can say to you, you need 1 million to do business, and you don't have friends that from all your friends, you can raise 500,000 from that 1 million. You don't have friends. You don't have friends. You've been wasting your time. You've been wasting your time. You must have in your network of friends people that are able to help you. People you can help and people that can help you. That's what friendship is about. So you can raise capital from family and friends. Your friends must be people who pull you up. If you are in a company of friends, and those company of friends, when they ask you, define your friends, there are 5 of you, and there are 4 of your friends, and they ask you to define your friends, you say there are 4 fools. Sorry, you made a mistake. There are 5 fools. You are the 5th one. Because he that is in the company of fools is a fool. Some people have what I call inferiority complex. They want to be in the room where they are the smartest, the richest, the lone voice in the room. When they talk, everybody says, yes, sir, yes, sir. If you are that type of person, you are in trouble. You will not have people who will give you right counsel. You will not have people who will help you when you need help. You have to be in different rooms. It's important to have the room where everybody says yes, sir to you, but it's also important to have the room where you say yes, sir to everybody. And there's nothing wrong with it. Hello? I have friends that I cannot call by their name. And they're my friends. But I cannot call them by their name. I learned something from a friend of mine. There's a friend that I have, and he likes to call everybody boss. Whenever you talk to him, say, my boss, my boss. This, my friend. The people he's calling boss, he can buy some of them. If it's money. Oh, he can buy them. He can afford to buy them, buy their generation. He's that rich. So, he used to do something to me. When he sees me, he would just say, Lord Bishop, and he would bend. Lord Bishop, and he would. So one day, as he saw me, he said, Lord Bishop, he bent. Me too, I bent down. I said, Lord, I called him his name. I bent down for him. He said, Bishop, why are you bending for me? I said, no. If it's my glory that you are stealing, you will not steal it anymore. That you come and be bending for me, and I know that you can buy me. No. When you bend, I bend more. But what I learned from him is how to call people boss. So I don't have a problem. I meet somebody, I say, my boss. Yes, sir. Hello, sir. No, sir. My Oga. There are people that when I'm calling them Oga, they'll be calling me Oga. It will be a exchange of Oga. I say, you are the Oga. I say, no, Bishop, you are the Oga now, Oga. Even people that are asking me for help, I'm still calling them Oga. I'm still calling them boss. Because you see, this life turns. person that is calling you Oga today, you can start calling him Oga tomorrow. So get used to calling him Oga so that when he becomes your guy, you have lost nothing. Are you still here? Yes, your friends must be people who can add value to your life. Don't have friends with people that cannot add value to your life. Be intentional about friendship. Be intentional. Be intentional. Decide the type of people, the quality of people, and the nature of people that are your friends. You have to make that decision. When my mother died, many of you have met the MD of CTFM, Mrs. Allen. She reached out to me and she said, let me form a WhatsApp group and put your friends so that they can contribute money for you. I said, no. I said, it's my mother that died. I would rather do whatever I can to bury her, and I will bury her the way we can afford. I don't want. And she said, no, that's what people do now. You gather your friends so that they can contribute money. Don't you contribute money for people? I say, yes, I do. She said, it's the time for them to contribute for you now. Your mother will not die again. She insisted. She left her house, came to my house, sat down until I set up the WhatsApp group. So I set up the WhatsApp group, and I started inviting my friends. And I invited many. After a while, I got tired. Maybe I invited like 100 and something people or 200 people or something, and I got tired of inviting people, and I left it. Then, after I invited them, I told them, I said, I've invited you to this group for my mother's funeral, whatever you can, whatever, and I exited the group. After the first date, she reached out to me. She said, they've contributed so amount. I said, are you sure? She said, yes, now they're contributing the money into my account. By the third day, by the fourth, by 1 week, the money has started running into millions. I said, please, can I add more people? She said, yes, except you give me the name now, I can add because you are no longer there. Listen, I kid you not. On that WhatsApp group, I never expected it. You know the man that said I never expected it? I never expected it. But in that WhatsApp group, don't get jealous when I say this, and don't go and kill your mother. In that WhatsApp group of my friends, they raised over 10 million for me. Oh, yes, they did. Well over 10 million. One of them reached out to me and said, you must be a good person. I said, why do you say so? He said, it's not just the amount that is raised, it's the number of people that are giving you money. For all these people to give you money, that means you have been giving them. I said, well, I try sometimes, but it's not, I don't think I'm a good person. But they are my friends. They are my friends. Some of my friends reached out to me and said, tell me what I can do. That's when you say you have friends. Not when they take all of you and knock all your heads together. They will just hear echo. Bah! I say, my friend. The one that take you to... Are you still here? I hope you're getting the gist, Sha. Number 3. So I've talked about your savings, family and friends. Number 3, from other people. We call it OPM, other people's money. From other people. You can raise capital from other people. So they may not be your friends, they may not be your family, it will not be your own money, but other people. People that you meet and you tell them your business idea and they may be interested. They may not be your friend, but just that they have the money. From other people. You don't have to know the person. You've met the person and you're getting... You see, in life, you have to grow your network. Let me tell you something I told somebody. I was speaking with one of my mentees recently. She came to my house when we were talking about her business. I told her, she said, I don't trust people easily. I don't have many friends. I said, that's not a problem. You don't have to have many friends. What you have to grow is your network. Somebody can be in your network and not your friend. Don't grow your friends just for... Friends should be people close to you and people you trust. Your network does not necessarily have to be your friends. Your network are people you have access to, but they are not necessarily your friend. Everybody must have a network, people you can reach. Somebody said we are 4 people away from anybody in this world. So President Tinubu now, I can tell you, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows him. 4 people away from him. You're not more than 4 people away from anybody on this earth. There's somebody you know that knows somebody that knows him directly. That sits with him one-on-one. You must grow your network of people you know. Don't be insular. You say, you know me, I don't like to go out. I just sit in my house so that I can be clapping for you, Abi. I don't like to go out. I don't make friends. I don't know people. Stay there. Stay there. Be waiting. Stay inside. A little sleep, a little slumber. So will poverty come like one that travels. May that not be your portion in Jesus' name. You've got to mingle with people. You've got to know people. You've got to meet people. God will never come down from heaven to help you. He will use men and women to help you. And the men and women God will use to help you are most likely the people, men and women, that you have come in contact with. If you hear, say I hear. So it can be other people, other people's money, other people. Number 4, bank loans. We're talking of how to grow capital. Bank loans. Banks still give businesses loans till tomorrow. That's their business. Their business is to give loans. Banks give businesses loans. The problem with many of us is that we don't take loans for the right things. We take loans for the wrong things. If you take loans for the wrong things, it is that saying that he that goes a borrowing will go a sorrowing. Banks still give loans to businesses. Banking is about relationship. And I am telling you as an ex-banker. I'm not telling you because I read it somewhere. Listen, no matter how small your business is, open a bank account for that business, no matter how small. Don't do cash for your business. When people come to pay you, encourage them to transfer the money to your account. If they pay you cash, go and pay it into the bank. Banks can lend you money based on the trade they see that you do. Your turnover, cash flow lending, turnover. Banks can lend you money based on your salary. If they see that you earn 100,000 every month, they see it, it comes every month, it's regular. And you go to the bank and say, give me 50,000, I will pay in 6 months. They will do their maths. If you give him 50,000 and he's going to pay it in 6 months, we'll divide that 50,000 into 6 months. He's going to be paying maybe about... But if you spend all your money, there is no proof you make money. That's why when you go to the bank, they will say, Mba, go and bring your father, go and bring your mother, go and bring... You say, my father is dead. You say, go and remove him from the grave. Go and exhume him from the grave. And all that. They will ask you to bring house, bring collateral, bring this. It's because they don't trust you that you run with their money. No, listen to me. These same banks that you are about mounting, that you're saying they don't give anybody money, they still give people money. A banker came to my office. And she said, why do you not bank with us? I will mention the bank, Zenith Bank. She said, why do you not bank with us? I said, because I don't like you people. You know, when Zenith started, Zenith was a high net worth bank. You need to have like 500,000 to open accounts. Back then, no. In fact, holding a Zenith Bank checkbook meant that you were a big boy. Because only big boys had accounts. Of course, I didn't have that kind of money. So I was angry with them for not allowing me to hold a Zenith Bank account. Of course, I didn't have that. Where will I get that kind of money? Today, if you use Zenith ATM, it will ask you open a zero balance account. They are now come down to zero. Before, that money used to be plenty to open an account. So I told her, I said, because of that, I didn't like you people. I said, but moreover, I'm affiliated to a bank, and I do all my banking with the bank that I'm affiliated to. So I cannot give you business. She said, what do you need? I said, I don't need anything, and I don't need to. She persisted. I said, okay, give me loan. She said, how much? It was to scare her away. I said, give me 20 million. She said, okay. Do you want it as you or do you want it as a company? I said, my company, we don't need loan. It's me. Give me 20 million. She said, okay, can you show me your pay slip? I said, yeah, I can show you my pay slip. There and then I opened my pay slip and I showed her. And she said, do you have other loans? I said, no, not at the moment. I just have a mortgage and I pay it. And she said, okay, I'll come back to you. I'll send somebody to you tomorrow. I was in my office. The next day, the person came, brought plenty forms, and started to fill the form by herself. I didn't fill form. She filled the form by herself, just showed me where to sign. She would ask me, date of birth, this one, address. She was filling the form, and Madam Center. When you finish, she said, where do I sign? I signed there. They said they need documents. We gave them documents. She left my office, she went. The next day, they called me. They said, can you come to our office or do you want us to come to you? I said, what am I coming for? They said, your loan is ready. I said, oh, hold on. I was actually joking. She said, no, I was not joking. Your loan is ready. That's what, your account is open, your loan is ready. Come and sign it and take the loan. Listen, they will give you loan. The only problem is that when they look at your account and there's nothing inside, they will not give you anything. Nothing plus nothing is equal to nothing. Banks give loan, trust me. And don't go and open 25 accounts with 25 banks and be putting one naira inside them. You will not get anything. Stay focused on one account. That's your business. Stay in one account. If your bank is Sam Chidoka PLC, be putting all your money in that account. When you spread your money, some people will say, let me put in this bank, and put in this one. If this one close, we have this one. You think you are sensible. Igbo man says, maybe this one will close or this one will close. I will still have this one. Asiocha, you lie to yourself. When you spread your money thin, you spread also your cash flow, and the bank cannot see the money. But what you do is, don't worry, no Nigerian bank will go down. I can tell you that for free. No Nigerian bank. Every bank that has gone down in recent time, depositors have not lost money. It is the owners of the bank that lost the bank. No bank has gone. No depositor has. CBN has made it possible that if you put money in a bank, if the bank goes bad, they will sack the management, take the bank from the owners. But the